Good morning. Welcome to the Drainage District Board of Directors meeting, December 11, 2018. Start off with roll call. We have Commissioner Precinct 1, David Fuentes, myself, Eddie Cantu, Commissioner Precinct 3, Joe Flores, Commissioner Precinct 4, Joseph Palacios. We have a quorum. We can start with prayer.
Great. Thank you, Commissioner. Let us pray. Father God, again, we give you many thanks, Lord, for another day that you've given us to come serve, Lord. We continue to pray for this leadership, Lord, the judge and 4 commissioners, Lord. We lift them up to you, Lord. Pray for them. Continue to provide your wisdom, Lord, as they continue to make all the decisions that affect us all, Lord. But more importantly, give them your peace, Lord, after those decisions are made. So we know they have a hard task ahead of them, Lord. Continue to bless our county, Lord. Continue to provide your wisdom to myself, our staff, everyone around us, all the leadership of this great county that we serve, Lord. We just ask for your blessing in all that we do, Lord. It's in your name that we pray. Amen.
Open forum, Valde?
Yes, sir, we do have. Oh, no, not for Drainage District, Commissioner.
Okay.
Or,
Consent agenda, Mr. Cecile?
No issues that I'm aware of, Commissioner.
move for approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 5A, requesting exemption from competitive bidding requirements, Texas Local Government Code 262-024A4 for professional engineering services.
Move for approval. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 5.2, presentation of scoring grid for the purpose of ranking by the Board of Directors the firms graded and evaluated to the district's approved pool of engineering firms with the provision of professional engineering services for 3 3/4 mile road and Shoeback Road 2018 bond referendum project number 2. Alpha Infrastructure Engineering, a score of 92. Javier Hinojosa Engineering, a score of 95.67. Cortan Engineering PLC, a score of 89.67. Strata Engineering and Consulting LC, a score of 87.67. And CSJ Group, a score of 89. Would the board wish to rank as stated?
Move for approval. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 3, pursuant to the board's approval, requesting authority for County Drainage District number 1 to negotiate a professional engineering service agreement with the number 1 ranked firm of, excuse me, Javier Hinojosa Engineering for the provisions of professional engineering services for 3 3/4 mile road and Shoeback Road 2018 bond referendum project number 2.
Move for approval. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item B, requesting exception from competitive bidding requirements under Texas Local Government Code 262-024A4 for professional engineering services.
Move for approval. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 2, presentation of scoring grid for purpose of the board of directors ranking of the firms graded and evaluated through the district's approved pool of engineering firms for the provision of professional engineering services for Jackson Road Drain 2018 bond referendum project number 16. Quintana Henny Associates Inc. with a score of 94.67. Cortran Engineering PLC with an 89.67. South Texas Infrastructure Group LLC a score of 90. CSJ Group a score of 89. Will the board wish to rank as stated?
Move for approval. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 3, pursuant to the board's approval, requesting authority for the County Drainage District number 1 to negotiate professional engineering service agreement with the number 1 ranked firm of Quintana Henny Associates Inc. for the provision of professional engineering services for Jackson Road Drain 2018 bond referendum.
Move for approval. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item C, requesting exemption from competitive bidding requirements as the Texas Local Government Code 262-024A4 for professional engineering services.
Approval. Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item C2, presentation of scoring grid for the purpose of ranking by the Board of Directors for the firms graded and evaluated through the district's approved pool of engineering firms for the provision of professional engineering services for Monte Cristo Road and Conway Road 2018 bond referendum project 27. Firm names SHWG Engineering LLC 90.33, Melvin Hunt Inc. 93.33, Cruz Hogan Consultants Inc. 91, B2Z Engineering LLC at 95, South Texas Infrastructure Group LLC, a score of 90. The board wish to rank as stated.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 3, pursuant to the board's approval, requesting authority for Dow County Drainage District number 1 to negotiate a professional engineering service agreement with the number 1 ranked firm of B2Z Engineering LLC for the provision of professional engineering services for Monte Cristo Road and Conway Road 2018 bond referendum project number 27.
approval. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 6A, requesting approval to accept bids and award construction contract to lowest and best bidder meeting all specified requirements for RFP number ACDD 1-18060, 1128 RCW Subdivision Drainage Improvement to Philagonia Site Contractors LLC for the base bid in the total amount of $279,818 as recommended project engineer, subject to legal approval and compliance with House Bill 1295.
Move for approval. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item B, pursuant to Texas Local Government Code 262031, in the interest of expediting a project's progress, requesting authority approval for Drainage District General Manager to execute change orders that involve an increase or decrease in the cost of $50,000 or less, and in no event to exceed the change order statutory limits. The original contract price may not be decreased by 18% or more without the consent of the contractor.
Move for approval. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 7A, requesting approval to create one engineering tech 2 and set salary at $36,455 effective December 11th, 2018. We currently have a graduate engineer from UTRGV here that we want to bring on board as an engineering tech 2. She's done well since the summer working for us, and we'd like to continue that position this coming year.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item B, approval to revise salary schedule.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 8, requesting approval of closing documents parcel 1 easement as it relates to the Pleasant View Drive Drainage Project and authority for chairman of the board to execute documents pending final legal review.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. And item 9, requesting authority to advertise and approval of procurement packet, i.e. legal notices, specifications, draft contracts, et cetera, as attached here too for Dow County Drainage District Number 1, hauling services of construction materials, RFB number ACD 1-19-016-0103, including the re-advertisement of the project. The event no bids are received and project is still required.
Move for approval.
Second. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Is this just in general for
Yes, sir.
like hauling services, no matter what?
Yes, sir. It's and it's any construction material would be caliche, sand, whatever it may be that we need as far as
Gotcha. Okay.
things like that.
Thank you.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 10, approval to issue payment on the following items proceeding review and compliance with contract terms and conditions. A, application for payment number 5 in the amount of $35,256.15 from Venture Contractors LLC pertaining to construction contract number ACDD 1-18-003-0206 Alamo Lateral and Cesar Chavez Drainage Phase 2 improvements.
So
Move
move.
for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item B, application for payment number 6 in the amount of $18,131.40 from Venture Contractors LLC pertaining to construction contract number ACDD 1-18-003-0206 Alamo Lateral and Cesar Chavez Drainage Phase 2 improvements.
For approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 11, approval to issue payment on the following items pending proceeding, review, and compliance of contract terms and conditions. Application for payment number 3 in the amount of $99,106.20 from Jimenez Engineering Solutions, LLC, DBA International Consulting Engineers pertaining construction contract number ACD 1-18-027-0605 Curry Drain Ditch Improvements, Road Crossings.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 12, payment of invoice from Texas Commission on Environmental Quality pertaining to district's permit number 013195, account number 0609917R, water use assessment fees for the fiscal year 16, 17, 18, the amount of $18,357.84.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. We have closed session.
Thank you. We do have, not in closed session.
Ivan, you fine with me reading both? Yes. Okay. We're going to go into closed session as per Chapter 551, Texas Government Code Sections 551.071 and 551.072.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. We'll be back as fast as possible. Thank you for your patience. We're back from closed session.
On, 14A, real estate acquisition will proceed as directed. 14B, pending potential litigation, no action. 14C, claim of Dow County District 1 versus Federal Emergency Management Agency. Just authorization for administration to proceed as discussed.
So move. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Move to adjourn.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We want to welcome you to the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court meeting, December 11, 2018. And we'll start with roll call. We have Commissioner David Fuentes, Precinct Number 1, myself, Eddie Cantu, for Precinct Number 2, and Joe Flores for Precinct Number 3. We have a quorum. And at this time, I just want to recognize we have the judge-elect, Richard Cortez, in the audience. Thank you for joining us. At this time, we're going to go on with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. Almighty God, we come together today for the citizens of Hidalgo County. Give us your wisdom to make decisions that will affect them today and in the future. Help us to work well together, recognizing that each of us are here because we want what is best for Hidalgo County. We ask for your blessing and your guidance. Amen. Amen. And if you'll remain standing, please. On Sunday, we lost a member of the Hidalgo County family. 29-year-old communications operator Sandra Coronado was killed by an alleged drunk driver as she traveled to work on Highway 281 at 6 a.m. We offer our deepest condolences to her family and her friends and all who loved her. Several of her family members also work at the Sheriff's Office and are members of the Hidalgo County family. So a moment of silence. Thank you.
Thank you.
Approval of consent agenda. Walden?
Commissioners, I'd like to pull from consent agenda items 7A and 7B.
Move for approval without those two items.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Commissioners, items 7A and 7B, Commissioner Fuentes is officially abstaining from any discussion and/or action, again, with respect to consent agenda items 7A and 7B. Commissioners, if we could have a motion.
Move for approval.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 5A, County Judge's Office.
Good morning, Commissioners. Item 5A is a resolution in honor of Israel Buddy Silva Jr. for 40 years of public service to Hidalgo County. I'd like to introduce the Honorable Judge of the District Court 332nd, Mario E. Ramirez Jr., to present this resolution.
Thank you.
Morning, Commissioners.
Judge.
Thank you all for having us. Buddy is retiring here after 40 years with the county. And just a few words about Buddy. Buddy, I've been the overseer of the juvenile department for about 35 years now, and I work closely with Buddy with the department. When Buddy started, we had a detention center that held 16 kids. And I know while we had those kids, it was the time of great gang violence here in Hidalgo County. We had calls from JPs and police chiefs. You know, we got this kid that's playing hooky, and we want to detain him. So we got 9 members of the TCB in there being detained right now. Where do you want me to put the hooky guys, the party guys? And Buddy handled that kind of situation daily, and we were getting complaints from all over the place, federal complaints, state complaints, because we didn't have any place to put the kids. Put them up 3 to a room at times. And that's the hand thing that Buddy handled, but he's the type of guy that could handle that type of situation. You know, you all did me the honor of naming the detention center after me and the boot camp after me. But I had very little to do with actually getting those things done. You all did it, but Buddy was the instigation to doing it. And this county has moved forward because of Buddy Silva. Most importantly to you all, during the 35 years that he's been the chief, we have not been sued a single time by any employee over there. And that alone is something to hang your hat on. And for my friend Buddy Silva, this is the resolution that is going to be presented to him. And it reads as follows. Whereas Israel Buddy Silva is a graduate of Pan American University, receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in 1977 and Master's degree in Education in the area of guidance and counseling in 1980. And whereas he began his juvenile justice career with the Hidalgo County Juvenile Probation Department in 1978, serving as a juvenile probation officer, and was subsequently promoted to the position of intake supervisor and assistant chief in 1983. He was appointed Director Chief Probation Officer by the Hidalgo County Juvenile Board of Judges, and whereas he was directly involved in the planning and oversight of the $1.5 million post-secure adjudication juvenile boot camp facility, which became operational in 2000, and the $17.5 million Judge Mario E. Ramirez Jr. Juvenile Justice Center, which became operational in 2007. And whereas he served as a member of the Texas Juvenile Probation, President of the South Texas Juvenile Probation Department Chiefs Association, a member of the Texas Probation Association Board of Directors, serving 3 terms from 1990 through 2004, including as president from 2005 to 2007. And whereas he was recognized with various state awards during his career, including the Outstanding Juvenile Administrator Award, the Sam Houston State University Award for his scholarly contributions, the Charles W. Hawkins Lifetime Achievement Award, and the Texas Institute on Children and Youth Paul Christian Award for going the extra mile to help a child. In 2018, the Texas Institute on Children and Youth awarded him the Bill Anderson Pioneer Award for outstanding service to the children of Texas. And whereas Mr. Silva has announced his retirement to the Juvenile Probation Juvenile Board of Judges effective December 31st, 2018, after serving as Director Chief for 35 years of his more than 40 years of public service. And now therefore be it resolved that the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court hereby supports the resolution in honor of Israel Buddy Silva for his dedicated and outstanding service to the juvenile justice system of Hidalgo County and the state of Texas, and wishes him success, happiness, and good health in the next chapter of his life, dated this 11th day of December, 2018.
Move for approval. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you for my buddy Silva. My buddy.
Mr. Silva.
Good morning, Commissioners. Just a few words, a couple of things I want to share with you all. First of all, I want to thank you all for honoring me and recognizing me for my years of service with the county, 40 years, 11 months as of this month. And also, I want to thank the Board of Judges who appointed me back in 1983 to become the director of the department. And of course, Judge Ramirez, who also has been the department overseer, and we've been together running the department and doing the things that we need to do to make the department better, to provide services for kids and families, and to do the things that we do. We deal with a special population of kids that obviously need support and help because of their misguiding behavior, in the community, and they end up with us, and we try to do the best we can to provide services for them, through the court system and as a department as probation officers. So it's a challenge for us. This is not an easy job to do, and I'm amazed sometimes that I've been there for so long as director. I remember back in the day when there was like 4 district judges or 5 maybe, and Judge Evans, I was the interim director for about 5-6 months before I became director, and Judge Evans was, I think, the overseer at the time. Judge Ramirez may have just come on as a board member back then. But Judge Evans had mentioned to me that, buddy, we're going to offer you the position of director, and you've been interim for about 4 or 5 years now. Months. And do you want the job? And I says, well, I've been doing it. I'll give it a shot, and we'll see what happens. And I took that as, don't unpack your bags because you may not last too long here. There was 2 previous chiefs before me within a 5-year period, so it didn't have a good track record of longevity. So, long story short, here I am 35 years later as a director, and if I could have very easily said, no, I don't want the job, just leave me alone, and I'll just be the assistant chief or a probation officer, but I took a chance, and I said, well, I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens. So 35 years later, here I am, and yes, we've had our issues in the department, but again, our jobs and our the work that we do there at the juvenile department is very, very high maintenance, very fast paced, a lot of things going on with these kids and families, and we're there to help them and to assist them. But yes, it's 35 years later. I never thought I'd be here for that long, but now I'm retiring, and hopefully somebody else will take over the department and be as productive and as helpful to the families and kids that we serve, in the future. So, but again, Judge Ramirez has been the department overseer for all these years since I've been there, and we're working very well together. And I think that, and I was looking at those pictures on the wall right there. I think I went through about 10 county judges, that were as county judges, and different commissioners court, different commissioners, different district judges that I've dealt with through my tenure. And I was speaking with the Richard Cortez, who's going to be the new county judge. So I won't be under any of his authority, but I wish him well as a new county judge. Hopefully he'll be supportive of the juvenile department and the things that we're trying to do over there as far as funding and those kinds of things. But again, thank you for recognizing me and for honoring me through all these years that I've served as the director of the probation department. And I do have staff here that I invited to come over, the ones that weren't busy working or doing things, but I'd like to recognize them. Staff, could you all stand up, please? Thank you all for being here. These are the individuals that are down there eyeball to eyeball with families and kids and dealing with the system and dealing with all the issues and problems that we deal with on a daily basis. The department has grown so much, I didn't realize that I have over 204 employees. And this is just a handful of the staff that were able to make it out here for this meeting. But the department has grown tremendously. The staff has grown tremendously. It's gotten very complicated. We're under state, standards that we have to comply with. So it's a system that has improved tremendously, since back in 1978 when I first started as a probation officer. So there's a lot of positive things that are happening now, statewide and then here in Hidalgo County. The new facility that was built, thanks to Commissioner's Court, and that was a struggle, again, that money to be able to build that center. And some of you, maybe Judge Commissioner Flores, you may have been here when we were struggling with trying to build a new facility there on Doolittle Road, and we finally got it done. But that was a tremendous accomplishment, I think, for the county, and to get that done for the Board of Judges, myself, and everybody involved, because it was very badly needed compared to the old facility that was here on Gloucester Street. I think it turned into county morgue now, but it's a great facility, state-of-the-art facility. There's a district court there, and the staff is accommodated with offices and all the things they need to do their work. And then we have a 96-bed detention facility. And it's like Judge Ramirez mentioned earlier, that we only had a facility to hold maybe 14, 15 kids, and that was it. But anyway, there's been a lot of improvement. There's been a lot of advancement. I'm very glad and honored to be part of that Hidalgo County growth in the juvenile justice system and also the state of Texas. So again, thank you so much for your support, and the previous commissioners and county judges that were here before you guys, as well as the previous district judges and that were here before that served on the board, throughout the years that I've been, the director of the department. So again, thank you so much, the staff. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. And that's all I have. You have a good day.
Thank you.
Could you go on up to
After this, we're going to have your staff join you. So we'll do a large photo. Okay, on the count of three, please, sir. Look straight and smile. Your eyes. 1, 2, and 3. One more. Thank you very much. We're going to have your staff join you.
Thank you so much for service.
Go Irish.
Absolutely, we got it. The way that I'm standing right here, that's how we're going to stand along so that way the commissioners don't get blocked. So if you'll start over here.
Get the taller ones on the staff.
Yeah. Yeah, just remember, if If you can't see the front first, you can't see you. So every time someone try to get into your shoulders, okay? Make sure you're gonna put yeah, I don't see you at all. You're trying to keep Okay, on the count of three, everyone smile. 1, 2, and 3. And one more. All right, thank you.
Judge, good to see you. Let's go.
I think, right. Ivana, ask Jackie if this is good. Hi.
How you doing, Steve? You doing all right? How you feeling? Mind just my hand? I can tell you.
Okay, thank you. I got
What
it.
can I do? I gotta show up. Man, it just, I couldn't sleep last night. I woke up and took out. I'm gonna have surgery probably in about 2 weeks. Yeah, I hope so. It's already dried up, the whole hand. I can't feel it. That's the bad thing about it.
Haida, is Haida here? I don't see you.
Rosalinda Cantu.
Haida?
Where is she? Haida? Rosie? Can you hear me? Thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Rosalinda Cantu presenting for the District Attorney's Office. Item 6A, HIDA Fund 1252 and Fund 1254. Number 1 is the authorization and approval for execution of fiduciary agreement for Hidalgo County Criminal District Attorney's Office to act as a fiduciary on behalf of the Hidalgo County High Intensity Drug Trafficking Area Task Force.
Move for approval.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Number 2 is authorization for the Criminal District Attorney Ricardo Rodriguez Jr. to sign on behalf of the Hidalgo County Criminal District Attorney's Office and Commander Juan Cifuentes on behalf of Hidalgo County High Intensity Drug Trafficking Area Task Force.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And number 3, we're going to take a no action until final numbers are in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You don't have anything else, do you? No. Thank you. County Clerk's Office?
Good morning, Commissioners. Annette Muñiz, Chief Deputy for Arturo Mojardo Jr., our County Clerk. We are here to present 4 bonds that have been filed at the County Clerk's Office for Juan Jose Peña Jr., Justice of the Peace, Precinct 3, Place 2, Rodolfo Gonzalez, Judge, County Court at Law, Number 1, Lita L. Leo, Hidalgo County Treasurer, and Alfredo Samaripa, Hidalgo County Chief Deputy Treasurer. There was some concerns from the Auditor's Office on 2 of the bonds. And just for the record, we're working with the Executive Office and with legal in trying to correct or trying to change the process. The issue is, once the bond is filed at our office, the county clerk's office does not have the authority to tell someone if it's incorrect or not. We've already gone through that with legal. So the best thing is if they're not brought to us until everything has been corrected. So we're working on that.
Move for approval.
Second.
I just have a question. So
Yes.
the rest of the people that will start their term in 2019, have you reached out, or what is the process for them to bring in their bond?
The county clerk's office does not reach out to anyone. So I believe Valde has told us that they're the ones that let them know of what they need.
Right, in this particular case, these two bonds didn't go through us. They were just filed directly. I've been working with other officials so that they meet the requirements of the statute with respect to the limits of the bonds and who they're made payable to, because some are made payable to the county treasurer, some are made payable to the governor's office, so forth and so on. So, but with respect to these.
But is there a deadline to get them on the agenda? And if so, make sure the elected officials know the
No,
deadline.
we're going to reach out to them today.
Okay. So we have a motion, a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, may I
Yes.
mention also that our official records department has moved to the new location. It is now 2 blocks north of the courthouse, and it's already been done. And then on Monday, on the 17th of December, our vitals department. So anyone needing a marriage license, birth certificates, death certificates, all they need to do is go there. Again, it's 2 blocks north of the courthouse. There is 30-minute parking so that they can just go in, take care of business, and leave.
Continue to share that on social media, and we'll reshare it too.
We will. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good day.
Executive Office, 8A.
Thank you, Commissioners. There's no action under item A1 and 2. Item 8B is for Safe Haven Kids. It's discussion, consideration, action regarding funding request in the amount of $75,000 for Safe Haven for Kids. All the appropriate documentation has been provided to you all.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Second action item would be discussion, consideration, and action on declaration of support to Safe Haven for Kids.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Item 3 is the appropriation of funds in the amount of $75,000.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And item 4 is authorizing the county treasurer to issue check in that amount for $75,000 to Safe Haven for Kids after reviewing process and procedures are completed by the county auditor.
Move for approval.
Second.
Good morning. Yes,
we
good
can
morning,
bring up-
Commissioners Court. At this time, I would, with your permission, like to invite Ms. Angela Bridling from Safe Haven for Kids to join us and say a few words on behalf of Safe Haven for Kids. Angela, did you bring somebody with you who wants to join us also? Please.
Thank you, Linda. Good morning, Commissioners, and thank you so very much for this honor, for helping us to finally open the doors of a shelter and provide service to abused and neglected children that has not been available to them for many years in this area. We have been, even though we're not technically open, officially open as of yet, we have been providing the service to children since February. CPS came to us and asked if we would allow them to stay there at the shelter with the children instead of having them being sent away to other places. So we've been doing that. Like I said, even though we're not officially open, we're still providing the service for the children, and we're just excited and blessed that you were able to help us so we can open the doors and provide this for the children. Give them a place to stay, a place to heal from what has been done to them. We're going to be providing more than just a place for them to stay. We're going to give them some counseling and some ways to help them heal from the abuse that was done to them. So we're very grateful and we thank you. Some of you have been there and seen what we have to offer for the children already. I invite the rest of you to come out and take a look. Take a look and see where the funding is going to go to, what it is we have there to care for the children. Does anybody have any questions?
I have a comment. This is a monumental day for Hidalgo County because I've known of the lack of these services. It was brought to my attention, I would say, about 5 years ago. And what this is, just to give somebody, the way I understand it is, when CPS goes in and goes to a house and there's an issue maybe with the parents or something comes up and they have to take the kids into CPS, obviously you don't want to keep them there, and plus CPS isn't set up to house kids. And so the first thing they do is they reach out to foster parents, and sometimes this is 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. And foster parents are ready and willing to take some of these kids, but it's a huge burden on even foster parents. And so what happens is CPS needs to find a place to deliver these kids. And sometimes, well, really the closest place is in Corpus, and Corpus is only 60 beds. And then there's another facility in San Antonio. So this is going to be the first facility in Hidalgo County. So that's tremendous for Hidalgo County and for all the people that live here, because it's obviously it's not the kids' fault that they're in the situation that they may be in. So I've been out to this place, which is actually it's a home. So these kids will be taken from CPS to a home environment until either their parents can resolve their issues, or until a foster parent can take over. So this is tremendous, and we're able to do it with these funds that are set up for this purpose. 381, if you read the statute, allows us to help these types of situations. If I said anything, please correct me. If not, this is a great day for
when the
Hidalgo
children
County.
will be staying there with us, they'll be there anywhere from 48 hours to 60 days. This will allow CPS to take their time and find the right fit for them, the right foster home for the children to go to, or after they've cleared a family member that the children can stay with. Right now, when they stay with us, it's only a night or two until CPS finds them a place to stay. But once we officially open, they can take their time and place them with the right fit, and it'll be a big help to them and to the children. And it'll allow for the sibling groups to stay together. Last weekend I had a group of 8. The weekend before it was a group of 6. It allows the family members, the children, to stay together, and that's a big advantage for them. Instead of having them to separate them and take them out of the area, makes a big difference for them. And having them here also gives them the opportunity to continue to visit with family, which they would not be able to do if they were taken out of the area.
Please let us know when it's official that you get your
Absolutely.
certification.
We will be having a grand opening, and we'll be honored to have all of you there for us. Thank you so much.
Commissioner,
God
I'd like
bless
to
all of
thank you for bringing this up and for obviously supporting it with you and your staff. But I also want to recognize the tremendous amount of spirit and sacrifice that you have made. Like you said, it's been open since February.
Yes, sir.
And you've been funding this all by yourself. So it's amazing that you're able to find the compassion inside of you to be able to do this to help kids that really need the help. A lot of times the kids that are most neglected need the most help, and you've been there as a solution for them.
Thank you.
So God bless you for your spirit and your heart.
Thank you. I'd like to mention a couple more things, if I could. Out of the 254 counties in the state of Texas, this county is number 7 for the most cases. So what we're doing is desperately needed in this area.
And I'd like to give credit to Commissioner Flores, who brought it to our
Absolutely.
attention that he wanted to support this, and I think it's a great thing. I've always wanted to support it, but I'm glad to see that the rest of the commission is behind it. So to you, Commission, to Precinct 3 for also supporting this measure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, another thing I want to go ahead and say is you came to us several months ago.
Yes, sir.
And we told you that we would help you, and that's why I led you over to Commissioner Cantu.
Mhm.
And from there on, we knew we were going to help you. We knew we were going to try to help you guys. So
Thank you, sir. I know it was you that got the ball rolling, and we appreciate it very much. You've been a blessing. All of you have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Motion in a second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Item C, Commissioners, I'm asking the court to accept for the acceptance of and approval for the 2018 certification of revenues by county auditor of funds received for partial insurance settlement checks related to storm damages to county property during the June rain event from the following 3: Chubb Westchester surplus lines in the amount of $40,749.32. Axis Surplus Insurance Company in the amount of $50,936.65, and certain underwriters at Lloyd's of London Company in the amount of $25,468.25.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Second action item would be the appropriation of funds, the 2018 appropriation of funds in the flood control water extract 2018 in the amount of $117,154.22 for the anticipated expenditures related to our June 2018 event.
Thank you.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Human Resources. Mr. Siguero.
Good morning, Commissioners. Raul Siguero from the Department of Human Resources. Commissioners, item 9A. First, there are some personnel changes that impact the budget, so I need approval to, as listed, requesting a waiver of the budget amendment policy for personnel-related amendments for personnel items that are listed.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item B, I'm going to give you a chart. Commissioners, I've been working with the current county judge's office, Mrs. Chapa, representing the judge, with Mayor Cortez, the incoming judge, and his representatives, so that we could align the positions in the county judge's office as to his needs, so that he can hit the ground running in January. Basically, we have an exhibit of the adjustments to the current salary schedule that was approved for 2019. This is a visual representation, minor changes. There's what we call the some changes in titles. They're listed in the exhibit. I'm not going to go over the exhibit, but they're listed here. You can see the visual. There's basically 4 divisions: administration, emergency management, public affairs, and economic development. There's only one net change of 1 position overall. That the incoming judge is requesting, and that's for a communication specialist 2 under public affairs. It has to be a multilingual, bilingual, Spanish-speaking person to represent the judge in different events and that sort of thing. And the net impact of changes in titles and changes in positions is a total of $26,000. So we're asking approval to approve the personnel actions that are listed in Exhibit A, effective January 1, 2019.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Commissioners, this is probably next to the last meeting of the year. As you know, we adopt a budget at the end of September. From September to the end of the year, there are ongoing personnel changes and adjustments. Under the budget office, there will be a long list of positions, adjustments that were made after September that were not included in the 2019 budget. So the budget officer, Mr. Cruz, will list those so that they can be in place for January. However, I have other positions that are also not in the 2019 budget, because those are changes that are required or requested by departments or officials. I'll start with C, the executive office. We're asking approval of the following personnel actions effective 1/1/2019. This is to, and these are not new positions, they're adjustment transfers that were made during the budget process that need to be changed or adjusted. This is to create 2 positions, slot 23, slot 4, and to reclassify slot 2 as listed. These are existing people, existing positions that are being reassigned, and there's no change in salary, no change in grade, maybe just a change in title. So asking approval on C for those items that are listed.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 2 for that is approval to waive the posting, hiring, and enrollment procedures and transfer the employees pursuant to Section 3.16 of the Civil Service Commission rules effective 1/1. This is for the above. Those are those 3 positions, slot number 68, 67, and 29. Those are the incumbents in those positions, so they'll be moved to the positions that were listed above, effective 1/1/2019.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
For the district attorney's office, they're asking to create a legal assistant. It's an unclassified position. At this point, the salary is listed at $26,796. Just a correction there, the slot 0155 was already occupied during the budget process, so we must say that that's to be determined. So we're asking approval to create that position effective 2019.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
For the health clinics, health department, we're asking approval to create slot to be determined, epidemiologist 3 as a grade 17, effective 1/1/2019.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
F, that whole page and part of the next page, half of the page.
Do you have to do two? Do you have to do
I'm sorry,
B2?
I'm sorry. Approval to revise the classified position list to include that epidemiologist 3 position.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Commissioners, item F, these are all temporary positions that are in place right now. They have previously been approved by court, but they need to be reapproved for next year. I'm going to kind of summarize. Precinct 1 administration, it's an administrative assistant. It exists in 2018, so we're asking for approval for that position in 2018. That's one, and approval of the employee with the employee number listed to continue effective 1/1/2019.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
For the district attorney, approval to create one temporary full-time position.
Hold on, you
I'm
got
sorry.
F2.
Sir?
F2.
Oh, I thought I did. I'm sorry. Approval for employee number 222380 to continue employment in this slot effective 1/1/2019.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
District Attorney's Office, approval to create one temporary full-time position for 26 weeks, beginning 1/1/2019, ending 6/30/2019. This position exists in 2018. It's not yet filled. It's posted. It's a courier that was approved earlier by the court. So we're asking approval to create it for 2019.
Move for approval. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
In the Sheriff's Office, approval to create 5 temporary full-time positions for 52 weeks, beginning 1/1/2019, ending 12/31/2019. 5 detention officer positions as listed. They exist in 2018. 2 positions are filled and 3 are vacant. These were previously approved by court. So we're asking approval to create those positions effective 1/1/2019.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 5 is to approval for employee number 230723 and employee number 230758, the ones that are filled, to continue employment in 2 of these positions effective 1/1/2019.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Elections, approval to create 14 temporary full-time positions for 52 weeks beginning 1/1/2019. These are 10 clerk 1 positions. They are at 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 7 at step 8 and 3 at, I'm sorry, 6 at step 8 and 4 at step 7. And the reason for that is because of the change in the minimum wage for 2019. So we have to keep them at different steps, the ones that are vacant. So they're, the hourly wage for the step 8 is $12.42 and step 7 is $12 an hour. So we're asking approval of the 10 clerks and 4 election survey technicians. That these positions exist right now. We need a reapproval for 2018.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
7, approval for employee number 213063, employee number 224928, employee number 216399, employee number 205656, employee number 213578, employee number 212946, and employee number 221, that's a correction, 221007, and the 229-385 to election surveys and technician staff to continue employment effective 1/1. These are positions that are filled. We're simply going to continue the employees in 2019.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Precinct 2, administration. Approval to create 1 temporary full-time position for 26 weeks, beginning 1/1/2019, ending 6/30. It's slot to be determined administrative assistant 1. This position is filled and existed in 2018.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 9 is approval for employee number 228303 to continue employment in this slot, effective 1/1/2019.
Move approval. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Tax Office, approval to create 6 temporary full-time positions for 13 weeks beginning 1/1/2019 and ending 3/31/2019. These are the 6 positions that the court approved for the tax office for the tax collection season, which normally begins in October, ends around March. So the court approved these earlier in the year. We're simply, and they exist right now, they're all filled, and we're asking approval to continue them in 2019.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Approval for employee number 230391, 230421, 230405, 230529, 230502, and 231916 to continue employment in Clerk 1 slots effective 1/1/2019.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Precinct 3 road maintenance, approval to create 1 temporary full-time position for 26 weeks beginning 1/1/2019 and ending 6/30. The precinct is requesting approval to create a road maintenance foreman, grade 13, slot number to be determined. This is a new temporary position requested by the precinct for 2019.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Under the budget department, the budget office of management and budget and insurance division, health administration, they're asking approval to create 2 temporary full-time positions for 3 weeks beginning 12/11/2018 and ending 12/31, and that's for the rest of this year. Slots T013 and T014, Clerk 1, Grade 1. These positions are needed. We have a person, an employee in that department that has been out due to cancer, has been out for several months, and the workload has kind of piled up, so they need some help. So they're asking for permission to hire 2 temporary clerks.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And the following one is for the same positions, only to include them in 2019. So it reads approval to create 2 temporary full-time positions for 13 weeks beginning 1/1/2019 and ending 3/31/2019. So it's those same 2 positions for continuation in 2019.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Okay, those were all temporary positions. Item G, Precinct 3, Road Maintenance Parks. The precinct is asking for the following personnel actions effective 1/1. These are delete 2 positions, slot 0047, truck driver 2, grade 6, and slot 0008, maintenance 1, grade 3, and they're asking to create 2 position slots, numbers to be determined, a truck driver 3 and a maintenance 2, 1 grade 8 and 1 grade 5.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
H for Precinct 4, road maintenance, drainage improvement project, sanitation. I've been working with staff from Commissioner Palacios' office and representatives and with Commissioner-elect Eli Torres to make some adjustments so they can also begin the year. And so these are changes that need to be made because they were not included in the 2019 budget. So we're asking, one, it's a title change for slot number 6-1. Director of Field Operations 1, grade 16. The proposed title is Assistant Director of Field Operations 2, grade 16. We're asking to delete slot 0072, Program Manager 3, grade 17. We're asking to create slot to be determined Assistant Chief Administrator 2, grade 19. We continue into the next page to create slot to be determined Director of Field Operations 2, grade 18. To create slot to be determined right-of-way agent 15, and to create slot 0003, equipment operator 4, slot 0004, equipment operator 3, slot 0016, equipment operator 3, and slot 0017, equipment operator 3. And to delete maintenance 4, grade 9, and create slot 0015, sanitation foreman.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 2 on that one is to approval to waive the posting, hiring, and enrollment procedures and transfer employee number 208582 from Supervisor 3 Construction, grade 13, to sanitation foreman, grade 13, pursuant to Section 3.16 of the Civil Service Commission rules effective 1/1/2019.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Still in Precinct 4, approval of the following personnel actions effective upon Commissioner's Court approval. This is a discretionary step adjustment under the professional category, slot number 0059, Chief Administrator, from 20 Step 1 to 20 Step 3.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
In some cases, some of these are subject to funding. The auditor has listed some items that require funding, and they will be processed when funding is put in place. That's all I have. Thank you.
Most of this funding is from their own
Road and
budget.
bridge.
Yes, sir, of course. Yes, sir, from the road and bridge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That's all I have. Thank you,
Thank you very much.
Commissioners.
Health and Human Services Department.
Good morning, Commissioners. Eddie Olivares, Hidalgo County Health and Human Services. We have item 10A, requesting approval of letter of support to the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley College of Science Department of Biology. The purpose is to support UTRGV's vector-borne disease project funding request. We're supporting them on a potential grant application that they're applying for to deal with mosquitoes and tick-borne illnesses here in South Texas.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Sir, item B and C, sir, there's no action there unless you have any questions on those items. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, too. Community Service Agency, number 11.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jaime Longoria with Hidalgo County Community Service Agency. Discussion, consideration, and authorization for Community Service Agency to apply for the 2019 Community Service Block Grant Discretionary Funds. Grant submission deadline is December 18th. Actually, it doesn't reflect the amount. It's $14,500.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you. WIC,
Commissioners, if I may, for WIC, requesting approval of payment for the following invoices as claims with authority for county treasurer to issue payment after reviewing audited procedures are completed by the county auditor as listed for Military Highway Water Supply Corporation and Reliant.
Move for approval.
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Precinct 2.
Good morning, Commissioners. Item 13A1, requesting approval of an interlocal cooperation agreement between the County of Hidalgo and Hidalgo County Irrigation District Number 2 concerning right-of-way acquisition for the Precinct 2 Rancho Blanco Road Extension Project.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 13A2, in accordance with Section 791.014 of the Texas Government Code, requesting approval of the interlocal agreement project regarding right-of-way acquisition for the Precinct 2 Rancho Blanco Road Extension.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you. Budget and Management, 14.
Morning, Commissioner. Sergio Cruz, Department of Budget Management.
Morning.
Item 14A, it's going to be item 14A1 through 25. Discussion, consideration, and approval of all personnel actions, salary schedule changes approved after the September 25th, 2019 budget adoption date as listed on the agenda on items 14A1 through 14A25 to be effective 1/1/2019. These items do include the Commissioners Court approval date and the agenda item where it was previously approved. I'm recommending approval of items 14A1 through 25.
Move for approval.
Second.
Did you also mention it includes a 3% COLA?
Yes, it does. The items reflect the due.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 14B, 1, approval and acceptance of order dated November 29, 2018, setting the salary of the county auditor, assistant auditors, and budget for the county auditor for fiscal year 2019.
Move for approval.
Second.
Just motion and a second, but where are we?
14.
14B,
Another.
there's like 2 pages.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
Thank you, Sergio.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 14B2, approval and acceptance of order dated November 29, 2018, setting the salary of court reporters for fiscal year 2019.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 14B3, approval of interdepartmental transfer and intradepartmental transfers to fund items 1 and 2.
Second.
Motion. Move to approve.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 14C1, approval of changes to the 2018 salary schedule listed on Exhibit A, and these are for step adjustments and slot corrections.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 14C2, approval of changes to the 2019 salary schedule as listed on Exhibit B. And these are for rounding corrections. The largest increase is about $85.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 14D1, approval to designate the budget officer, subject to conditions and directions provided by Commissioners Court, to transfer amounts from certain budgeted items to other budgeted items as per Texas Local Government Code 111, subsection 070C2.
Move for approval. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 14D2, approval to designate the general fund, special revenue funds, and enterprise funds as the salary fund for their respective accounts as per Texas Local Government Code Section 154.042.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 14E1, approval of the following corrections to the 2019 adopted budget as per Exhibit A, and that was included on the agenda backup.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 14F, approval for budget officer to sign and submit the entity administrator letter for SAM.gov registration.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 14G1 is approval to set the 2019 tax assessor collector special vehicle inventory fund budget.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And item 14G12, approval of 2019 appropriation of funds for the tax assessor collector special vehicle inventory fund, Fund 1246, in the amount of $232,508.95.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And item 14G2, approval of 2018 appropriation of funds into Precinct 1 road maintenance in the amount of $65,068.81.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Aye.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Sergio. Purchasing, 15.
15A, under Executive Office, this is 1A, requesting approval on the buyout for the following lease copiers as posted on the agenda. Copier equipment that was damaged during the June event with a total of $14,092.76 plus $125 assessment fee for the total of $14,467.76 through the requisition posted. Once it's approved, the PO will be processed.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
As you can tell, those were for the JP offices. Item B is requesting approval to amend the previously approved agenda items to reflect the replacement of the model number and serial numbers as applicable for each of the previously mentioned leases on item A as detailed in each of the equipment exchange amendment documents.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And C is requesting approval for each department to authorize their own authorized representative to sign the equipment exchange amendment at the time of delivery as follows. JP1, Place 1, Luis Santiveros. JP1, Place 2, Irene Cardenas.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Under Precinct 1, B1, discussion and action on the third amendment to the current interlocal cooperation agreement between Hidalgo County and the City of Weslaco for office space for the housing of Precinct 1 staff to change the termination date from December 31st, 2018 to April 1st, 2019.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And we are very thankful to the City of Weslaco for allowing us to continue there while they're
Yes, sir.
rebuilding our office.
As your offices are being built back. On item 2, seeking ratification of the following fully executed change order for contract number 223 with Pauloa LLC DBA ServPro of Harlingen, San Benito for build-back services for property at 1902 Joe Stevens, Weslaco. Submitted through project engineer Half and Associates. The observation was that there were some errors. We have now submitted and have filed with Ms. Monica the corrected change order. So I recommend approval. Those will be uploaded onto the agenda.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item C for Precinct 3, requesting approval to complete and submit the credit application as requested by the vendor B&J Pump and Air Limited in preparation for removal of standing water project for Precinct 3.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Under D, it's IT, it's countywide though. Presentation of scoring grids for purposes of ranking by Commissioners Court, the iCloud hosted and managed email services. The vendors could score up to 110 points because they were given an opportunity to make presentations. SADA systems is at 109, MindCentric is at 81, and Cytranet is at 44. Does the court wish to award based on those scores?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And B is approval for purchasing to commence negotiations with the number one ranked firm of SADA systems.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item E is Health and Human Services Department, acceptance and award to the responsible sole vendor, Professional Ambulance Sales and Service LLC, submitting the lowest and best bid for one Type 3 ambulance chassis transport vehicle, fully equipped, $158,201, with a 5% 30-day payment term, with evidence through a properly submitted requisition and a purchase order. And this is for use by the Health Department in transporting infectious disease patients.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
On F1, requesting a continuation of the preservation and deed and official record volumes 1551 through 1765 with co-file technology through the Dow County membership through the Tex Mass contract 183602 in the amount of $541,800 for the through the requisition, subject to receipt of Form 1295. I recommend approval subject to that
Move for approval.
compliance.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do we have closed session?
Yes, sir, we do. We do have one individual for open forum.
Thank you.
I'll please remind the audience to please respect the speaker's time at the podium. There is a 3-minute time limit. I will advise when there is 1 minute. Our presenter is Ms. Fern McClarity.
I've had the gentleman, and I did find out he's in Precinct 3, that is requesting to talk with someone. I believe that he has tried to talk with Valdi's office. This is the gentleman that has the handicap, and he still would like to be able to speak or make his whatever problem to the county commissioner's court. So I've got a phone number for Joe, and I have a phone number for you with his name.
Give it to Sarah, and we'll take care of it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Closed session. We do have items.
We have, commissioners, I have.
You could take care of it. Take care of it.
If there's no real estate, I could take care of everything under open.
I think we need to talk to Josie.
You know what? We do have closed session. Yes. Yes.
So we're going to go into closed session as per Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code, Sections 551.071 and 551.072.
Move to go to closed session.
Yes.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We're going to go into closed session for a brief time, I hope. We're back from executive session. It's at 12:06. Valde?
Thank you, Commissioners. Under open session, 19A, real estate acquisition appropriation for saying there's no action to be taken. 19B, pending and or potential litigation, there's no action to be taken. 19C, claim of Hidalgo County versus Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA. Judge, Commissioners, for the record, we're asking that Ms. Josephine Ramirez's office be authorized to make contact and respond with respect to the issue at hand with FEMA.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 19D, claim of Collision Masters, Inc. Commissioners, I'd like settlement authority to make an offer in the amount of $7,363.54.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 19E, claim of Faustino Espericueta. Commissioners, I'd like settlement authority to make an offer in the amount of $120.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
There's no need for item 20 closed or 21 open session. We have adjournment, and for the record, we are meeting next week on the 18th.
This will be our last meeting.
That will be the last meeting on the 18th, barring any emergency situation that would necessitate a quorum of the court. But yes, you are correct, Commissioner. Next week is our last meeting of the year.
Move for adjournment.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you all.
Thank you.